fine art. We've joined a rally, so I've got to go because we're going to win. The silly antics I get up to whilst on holidays. We didn't quite join a rally. We were passed by one. And it was the Variety Club Bash Rally up there in the top end. So they passed us in all their funny vehicles as we headed into Longreach. And the countryside along there was beautiful as well. Lots of emus and a couple of pigs we saw. And then when we got to our campsite, brolgers just wandering around the camp. Beautiful big brolgers. Normally you see them in the creeks and waterholes. Obviously they're around trying to get some food off people. And Jacqueline and I headed down to the Thomson River. Took some photos of the beautiful sunset. And then the next day, the helo that's part of the rally left. All the gorillas flew over in the morning, thousands of gorillas. But not everyone left for the rally. The Batmobile had blown an engine. And yes, there's Bruce Wayne with his bat suit. So they were out of action. And then Jacqueline and I headed over to the Stockman's Hall of Fame. Now, if ever you're at Longreach, you must see this guy here. He does a show every day, and it's brilliant. What a horseman. Doesn't need a saddle or a bridle or anything. He's just had all these trick horses. The guy was hilarious. He really was. And the act is just magnificent. It really was funny. And then he'll hitch up these massive beasts of things. A bullock team, just like they did in the old days. He hooked up the bullock team, took it out in the paddock, chained up a huge log, dragged it back in. Just fantastic. Really was the best part of the Stockman's Hall of Fame. He does a talk on a camel. It really is a great show. A must see. And that afternoon we headed over to Ilfracombe, which was about 25k away. Gave the local dog a pat, and after my fingers were sewed back on, we just walked across the road, and there is a brilliant display of farm machinery and cars, tractors, and it goes for the length, a kilometre length of the road. Way too much to put in here, but just the history of trucks, vehicles, old cars, everything. And there's also a bottle display. People collect the weirdest things out there. We headed back down to the Thomson River. We did a river cruise. Next day we headed out to Winton, which is dinosaur country. But before we did, we had a visit to the cattle auctions. Poor cattle, I've got no idea where they were headed. The abattoir.